Hello crypto YouTube, welcome to today's episode where we'll be diving into some of the hottest and latest crypto projects to hit the market. Now in today's episode we'll be covering three narratives that are completely taking over the market. That is number one, AI, number two is DePIN, and number three is RWA, real world assets. Without further ado, if you're not a subscriber yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and remember, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research, and let's get into it. Now we start as we always do. We take a look at the overall market, and Bitcoin has just been chopping sideways ever since March. Really, it's just been a big roller coaster, really, like of ups and downs, and people calling bottoms and people calling tops, and it's just been a roller coaster for everyone. You're not the only one out there that is having these thoughts and all these emotions about the market. But remember, put your emotions on the side when you're trading, because we want to think clearly, we want to think with our head and make the best investment decision possible. So Bitcoin, as I said, has been chopping sideways. It is currently sitting at 67, which is a decent level, all things considered. Like, it's sitting pretty high, it's showing power, but at the same time things are not too expensive, so I consider this a nice happy in between. Fear and greed index is at 60 today, which is very fearful. A lot of people are afraid. A lot of people don't know what's happening with the economy. So let's take a look at the first project today, which is Delysium. Now, Delysium is an AI project. It is performing pretty well so far, and it actually has a lot of utility behind it and showing a lot of promise. It's been listed way back in April, early May, and since then it's just gone downhill with the market. And ever since the market discovered that AI is gonna be the next narrative, it's just spiked up like it's nobody's business. If you were in for this ride, you would have got yourself an easy 10x right there. But if you have missed it, worry not, because it is currently now sitting at 30 cents after the hype has died down a little bit, and it's been considerably sideways for the most part. It's been gaining some momentum, but it has plateaued, and this shows that it's decent time to buy. You don't want to be buying at no spikes. You want to be buying at the lowest price you can get, and this right here, if things carry the way they do and AI, the narrative, plays out properly and shows its full potential, this coin will likely be one of the top performers. Its market cap is sitting at 230 million, which is a smaller market cap relatively. Its circulating supply is about 20% of the total supply, which is not the best news possible, but with big projects like this, they do have a lot of potential. They do have a long-term upside. And developers of these kind of projects, they know what they're doing, they know how to distribute it. Now let's get to what this project is really about. We've all seen chatbots pop up recently, like ChatGPT and a million other copies of AI chatbots, and there are very strong rumors that the next big thing is AI agents. Now, AI agents, these function as you would function. They would take your role in whatever you're doing, you would assign it tasks, and they would go out and execute these tasks for you. Online, of course, they don't have any physical being to go and do your job for you. You still have to go to work. For now, depending on how you play this crypto market, could mean the difference between continue going to your job or leaving that job forever and your boss actually working for you. Now, with all that aside, Delysium is creating a network of AI agents that will copy your actions, or you can assign actions to, and they will go out and do the work for you. And on the same time, it is on the blockchain, so it's decentralized, everything is clear, everything is straightforward. We got here an overview of their features. We got AI agents, communication layer, blockchain layer, chronicle, and agent IDs. And they actually came up with Lucy, which is their AI-powered Web3 operating system. Here you can take a look at some of their numbers. They have 1.4 plus million wallets with 2.6 million plus transactions recorded. And they've also partnered up with some of the biggest names in the industry: Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, BNB, Immutable, Polygon, Galaxy. I don't know what this is. If anyone knows what this is, please drop it down in the comments. I'm very curious about this. And Anthos. Now, taking a look at their Twitter, it's sitting at 260k, which is not too shabby. They've had this page since 2011, so that's pushing 13 years at this point. And as I said, they've partnered up with Microsoft. You can read more about that. It's really good to see the big boys and the biggest corporations, the biggest players in the game, really taking up blockchain and really adopting it. to their own uses. Represent. You can check out the rest of their Twitter, but it's pretty much just what they've been up to and the achievements they've been doing. This to me is a pretty solid project and a pretty good contender for the AI category in general. So if you want to get some diversification in your AI portfolio, this would be my recommendation for it. Its ticker symbol is AGI. Check them out. Now the second project is DePIN. If you don't know, DePIN is decentralized physical infrastructure. Now with all this AI stuff going on, people are going to need computing power. And where would you go for computing power? You would go to Google, you would go to any of the cloud service providers, which are very centralized. Now, decentralized computing is quickly becoming one of the hottest topics in the crypto field right now. And as it should be in general, because decentralized computing puts back the power into the people's hands. It gives them back control over their resources. You can run your own computer, even if it runs fine. It doesn't have to have that big of a GPU. It doesn't have to have a huge numbers of performance. So you can actually benefit from it, and it is decentralized, so it's split over the whole network, not a single person controlling it like we're always used to. So this next project is Nosana, ticker symbol NOS. It's sitting at $331 million market cap, which again is a pretty low market cap kind of coin, and it's been sitting idle since January 22, where it was like around 20 cents, and now it pushed $7 all of a sudden. Once the hype came, all of a sudden it just went bang to $7. Huge spike. Good job and congratulations to the people who invested in way early. And right now it is came back to 3.8, so half of its value from the top. It lost a bit of steam, which is exactly what we like to see. We like to see things plateau, things calm down, remove the hype factor out of it so we can get in with a nice entry at a good price, not while everyone is getting in. No, we want to do the opposite. While people are going out, usually that is a good signal to go in. Usually, unless the coin has died completely or the project has completely died, then do not go into that. Then you should probably exit that project. Now 87% of the supply has already been released, which is pretty good, and this one is based on Solana. Checking out their website, the most cost-effective GPU grid. Now you do with that as you may, but they are tackling the problem of decentralized computing. Now, as far as I know, this project is still under development, so it still has ways to go. But if there is a time to get in, it would be early on any project. You want to be early in any project, especially when it's still coming out. The risk factor goes up by a little bit, but you know, if you do the research, if you trust the project, then the best time is the earliest as possible, basically. So basically, it will be a decentralized GPU grid, which means like people like you and me will be able to use our computer to provide them with GPU power. They do claim to have very low cost for power, 85% lower than traditional public clouds, including Google and Microsoft, which is a big claim, so we're gonna see about that. And like I told you guys, put your idle computer to work. And they do also claim that you would be able to earn 10 to 15 times more than traditional crypto mining pool. So again, another big claim, which could be exciting, it could be something. And it's also obviously good for the environment if it uses less power, so that's great. Now checking out their Twitter, it is sitting at almost 50k, not too bad. They only started about a couple of years ago, and they're also hiring. They've also been recently hiring, so if you're looking for an opportunity with them, there you go, there's your chance. And the rest of their Twitter just shows you what they're all about, what they've been up to, how the things are structured, who they're partnering up with, and etc, etc. Personally, I haven't seen many solid DePIN projects that are just crushing it out there. So Nosana could be a very good contender if you're willing to diversify your portfolio and put some DePIN in there. It would probably be a good strategy that will hopefully pay off in the very near future. Now, last but not least, we've all heard of tokenization of real-world assets. BlackRock has been mentioning it lately, that the future is tokenized. You would be able to tokenize your computer, you'd be able to tokenize your water bottle, you'd be able to tokenize your speakers, your watch, your real estate, whatever it is, it will be tokenized and it will be on some sort of a ledger, some sort of a blockchain. And what better way to do that than with the already existing solutions which crypto and blockchains offer. So this next project for you guys I have, which is, I'm very excited about it. I'll show you why in a second, but it's sitting at 58 market cap wise, almost $2 billion market cap, which is not too crazy. Like it's top 100 for sure, but it's not too insane. It's been pumping a lot lately, so price wise it might not be the best time to enter right this second. But I will probably be able to give you a reason to think of this as a long-term project. I'll show you why in a second. Their circulating supply is sitting at 1.3 billion. Again, a lot of it has not been released yet, which is not the best, it's not the worst. These projects take years to put the supply back in the market, so that's all fine by me. If you see a meme coin that has like, you know, a 10% circulating supply, stay away from that. But if it's for these kind of projects, it's not too shabby. Now, taking a look at their Twitter, these are RWA's real world assets along with DeFi. So it's finance and the RWAs at the same time. A new era of financial inclusivity on-chain. I'll show you exactly what they do. So Ondo Finance, the market leader in the tokenization of real-world assets. If you take a look at their partners, they have actually partnered up with BlackRock. BlackRock, the one that has been saying we are going to tokenize the world, and they are using Ondo as one of the solutions for that. They've been partnering up with a lot of other big names as well: Morgan Stanley, Polygon, Coinbase, Curve, Injective, Yearn, you name it. For me, this project is not like all the other projects that we see in crypto. Yes, there's a lot of innovation, there's a lot of creativity that happens, but with projects like these that are backed up by the biggest names, that really says a lot about them, and it says a lot about where they're headed. And let's check out their Twitter. They've only joined since December 2023 and they're sitting at almost 90k. It is growing very fast and very quick, and rightly so, because it is a very interesting project indeed. Now you can check out their Twitter page, see what they're up to, see what their newest announcements are. I urge you guys to check them out. And to me, as a crypto enthusiast that has been in the market for well over 10 years, I've went through ups and downs, sideways, you name it, summers, winters, altcoin seasons, you name it. And to see big players jump in the crypto industry like this, jump on blockchain and actually see the innovation in it and see the potential in it, this is huge. This is why this year's bull run, alleged bull run, no one knows the future and no one can tell you the future, but this is why this year's hopeful bull run is gonna be completely different, because some of the biggest names are joining and jumping in and seeing the creativity and innovation and the success that they can have with it. We all knew this way back in the day, which is why we believe in crypto in the first place, but just now the biggest names are willing to take the risk and invest a lot in crypto and in blockchain. Let's just pray they don't come in and control everything and ruin the whole party with everyone. But with blockchain's nature, it is already decentralized, so all we can do is wait and see how that goes. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to drop them down below. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and see you in the next episode.